To truly grasp why you may not be reaching your goals, it's essential to look beyond just what you're doing on the surface and explore the unseen forces within your mind. Imagine your brain as a complex orchestra with many instruments playing at once, sometimes in harmony, sometimes in conflict. Your thoughts, emotions, memories, habits, fears, and hopes all contribute to this inner symphony. When the orchestra is out of tune, progress feels difficult. When it's balanced, actions flow naturally toward success. One of the most powerful concepts to understand here is how your brain handles change. Change is uncomfortable. This is not just a feeling, it is wired into your biology. When you try to break old patterns or adopt new ones, your brain perceives this as a disruption to its usual order. It's like a security system noticing unusual activity. It sends alerts and tries to resist until it feels safe again. This resistance is why new behaviors often feel awkward, tiring, or even frightening. Think about times in your life when you tried something new, maybe starting a workout routine, changing your diet, or learning a new skill. At first, everything feels strange, and your brain pushes back with excuses or distractions. Your body might feel soreness, your mind might feel restless, and old habits whisper, "Go back to what you know." This struggle is your brain protecting its comfort zone. Yet, the key is not to fight this resistance head-on, but to move forward gently and consistently, knowing that with time, your brain will create new neural pathways that make the new behavior easier. This process is slow because of the brain's natural preference for energy efficiency. The brain consumes a lot of energy, and it prefers to conserve it by automating behaviors that it sees as safe and predictable. When you force yourself into a new habit, your brain uses extra energy, causing mental fatigue. You might feel tired or distracted simply because your brain is working harder than usual. Understanding this can help you feel less frustrated and more patient with yourself. Change isn't instant, it's a gradual rewiring. Another important factor influencing your ability to reach goals is how you handle setbacks and failures. Everyone encounters obstacles. No journey toward meaningful goals is free from challenges. However, what separates those who succeed from those who give up is how they interpret these obstacles. Your brain, when faced with failure, can trigger a fight or flight response. It floods your body with stress hormones, making you feel overwhelmed, anxious, or defeated. This reaction is natural and designed to protect you. But if you allow it to control your response, you might avoid trying again to escape these negative feelings. Instead, shifting your mindset to see setbacks as opportunities to learn and grow can transform your experience. When you view failure as feedback rather than a final verdict, you reduce fear and open the door to persistence. This perspective softens the brain's alarm system and helps you stay engaged, even when the path gets rocky. Our culture often glorifies overnight success and perfection, which makes the reality of slow progress harder to accept. Social media and stories of rapid achievement can create unrealistic expectations. When you don't see quick results, it can feel like you're falling behind. But the truth is, meaningful change almost always takes time. The brain needs repeated experiences to build lasting habits and new ways of thinking. This patience is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself on the path to reaching your goals. One way to support your brain in this process is by crafting an environment that nurtures success. Your environment includes your physical space, the people you spend time with, and the routines you build into your day. Each element influences your thoughts and behaviors in powerful ways. For example, if you want to eat healthier, keeping tempting junk food out of your home reduces the chances your brain will give in to cravings. Similarly, surrounding yourself with people who encourage and believe in your goals can boost your confidence and motivation. Your daily routines act like invisible guides for your brain. When routines are consistent and aligned with your goals, they reduce decision fatigue. Instead of constantly debating whether to take action, your brain can rely on habits that support progress. This is why so many successful people emphasize the importance of morning rituals or regular work schedules. They create a stable foundation that helps overcome the brain's natural resistance. But what about motivation when it runs low? Motivation is a fluctuating resource, and it's important to understand that it's normal to feel it wane. Instead of waiting for motivation to magically appear, creating systems and habits allows you to keep moving forward regardless of how you feel. This is where discipline and consistency become allies. Even small actions, done regularly, accumulate over time and create momentum. When motivation dips, your brain's default setting to seek comfort becomes stronger. This is when self-awareness is crucial. Recognizing when your mind is pulling you toward distraction or avoidance gives you the opportunity to gently redirect your focus. Mindfulness practices can help here by training you to observe your thoughts and emotions without immediately reacting. This awareness builds your ability to choose actions aligned with your goals rather than succumbing to temporary urges. Your self-talk, the way you speak to yourself internally, also plays a significant role in your psychology. Negative self-talk can reinforce doubt and fear, creating a cycle that makes progress harder. On the other hand, positive and realistic self-talk encourages resilience and motivation. When you face a setback, telling yourself, "This is tough, but I can learn from it," activates a growth mindset. This mindset believes that abilities and intelligence can develop with effort and time, which is supported by science as a powerful factor in success. In contrast, a fixed mindset, which assumes that talent and intelligence are static, can cause you to give up when things get hard. Choosing to adopt a growth mindset helps your brain stay flexible and open to challenges, turning obstacles into stepping stones. It's also worth reflecting on the deeper reasons behind your goals. Sometimes, people set goals based on external expectations or temporary desires rather than true personal meaning. When this happens, motivation fades quickly because the goal doesn't resonate deeply with your values or identity. Taking time to connect your goals to what truly matters to you makes the journey more meaningful and energizing. Your brain is strongly influenced by meaning. When you find a clear why for your goal, your brain produces chemicals that enhance focus, energy, and persistence. Without this connection, goals become hollow tasks rather than inspiring visions. So, as you plan your journey, ask yourself what achieving your goal will truly mean for your life, how it aligns with your values, and how it helps you grow as a person. Another aspect of psychology that affects your goal achievement is your emotional state. Emotions drive behavior. When you feel stressed, anxious, or overwhelmed, your brain's ability to focus and plan decreases. Chronic stress triggers the brain's survival mode, making it harder to think clearly and stay motivated. Managing stress through relaxation techniques, exercise, social connection, and rest is essential to keep your brain in a state where it can work toward goals effectively. Sleep is often overlooked, but is critical for goal success. Sleep helps your brain consolidate memories and learn new information. Without adequate rest, your brain's executive functions, planning, decision-making, self-control are impaired. This makes it harder to resist distractions, regulate emotions, and stay consistent. Prioritizing good sleep habits is one of the smartest investments you can make in your goal journey. Let's also consider the power of visualization. Imagining yourself succeeding can create powerful mental images that motivate you and prepare your brain for action. When you vividly picture achieving your goal, your brain activates similar neural pathways as if the event were happening. This mental rehearsal strengthens your belief in success and prepares you to handle challenges. Over time, the combination of small, consistent steps, positive mindset, supportive environment, and emotional well-being create a powerful feedback loop. Each success builds confidence, which fuels further effort. Your brain begins to expect progress and success, making it easier to continue moving forward. If you ever feel overwhelmed by the size of your goal, remember that every great achievement was once a series of small decisions, one after another. is not about perfection or rushing, but about steady progress. Your brain learns and adapts slowly but surely when given time and patience. In summary, the psychology behind why you're not reaching your goals is not about lack of effort or ability. It's about understanding the brain's natural tendencies to protect you from discomfort, conserve energy, and avoid failure. It's about learning how to work with these tendencies rather than against them. It's about patience, kindness, consistent action, and creating the right conditions inside and outside yourself for change to happen. This knowledge empowers you to shift your approach. It helps you see obstacles as natural, expected parts of the journey rather than signs of defeat. It gives you tools to stay engaged even when motivation fades and to build habits that last. Most importantly, it reminds you that you're not broken or lazy. You are human, wired in a way that requires respect and understanding. Your goals are within your reach. With awareness, patience, and persistence, you can align your mind, habits, and environment to support your success. The path may not always be easy, but it is yours to walk one step at a time toward a future shaped by your own efforts and dreams. Keep believing in yourself, keep moving forward, and know that the psychology behind your struggles is simply part of the process of becoming the person you want to be.